morning and welcome to this special edition of Rise and 9. We have Charles Hart joining us live from Hancher Auditorium in Iowa City. GMA is there this morning. Charles, what's it been like being there with Good Morning America?
Hey, Kristen, good morning. It has been awesome, and I'm kind of talking a little quieter than I normally would because they are actually about to go live on the air just outside this door. You can see ABC's chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce, who is here in Iowa City, and all the Hawk fans that are behind him holding the Iowa signs, holding the GMA signs in the background. This is super cool to see up close, and she's actually starting to talk right now. So this was really perfect timing, Kristen, for this. And so what was really cool is that in our 5 o'clock hour, I got to talk to Mary Bruce and talk about, what GMA is doing here this morning and all of that. And so what's cool is they're talking to the Iowa Raptor Project right now. And there's also, they have two, I think the window's fogging up, so you might not be able to see it so well, but there's two birds here from the Iowa Raptor Project. They're also talking about the Okoboji Winter Games that were just held. And this is all for the 50 States in 50 Weeks series. Leading up to America's 250th anniversary. And so that's what's bringing them here to Iowa City this morning to talk to the Iowa Raptor Project. And that was a super cool experience, talking to Mary and just kind of getting some insight on, what they're doing here today, and also giving you a little behind the scenes of GMA. You can see, all the equipment, the lights, the camera out there, and a lot goes into it. So here you go, a GMA behind the scenes for you. But yeah, overall, it's just been a super duper fun morning.
Yeah, it looks like it, Charles. And I know when you were talking with Mary earlier, I know you said, you're normally at the White House as the chief White House correspondent. And for her to be able to do stories like this, it was really cool to hear from her.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just a good way for her to step out of her normal day-to-day at the White House. And they flew in just not too long ago, and they have to fly out later today. And it was also cool just talking to them about what, just kind of what their day-to-day was like. And so, but yeah, no, just super duper cool to see.
Yeah, and you've been there very early, so you've seen this whole setup process. I mean, we all see GMA and what it looks like on the screen, but what was that like, kind of seeing the behind the scenes of what goes into those live shots?
I know it was different for sure. I'll step out of the way again so you can kind of see the behind the scenes here. But they were here when Sam and I, our photog Sam and I got here at 4:45, and the gentleman right here working the sound and the IFB, and the guy out there working the cameras, the lights, and their on-site producers were all here at 4:45. Mary Bruce looks like she's talking again. So if you're watching GMA this morning, you'll see the Hawkeye State featured, which is pretty cool. But it was just so cool to see the setup, and so much more goes into a national news setup than a local news setup. And so that's really cool to see, and cool to see all the Hawk fans here as well. Mary didn't get here till 5:30, but yeah, it's just really cool to see something different.
Yeah, really neat. The size of the crew and everything there. It looks like there's also some Hawk fans and Herkies there. Who's that with them?
Oh, there's plenty. There's plenty. You can probably see all those. If Sam wants to zoom in there right outside the window, you can see all the Iowa fans. I mean, hey, we are on the University of Iowa's campus after all. This is the epicenter of Hawk Nation. Herky is just outside the window. I was doing a digital shot earlier for our social medias, and Herky photobombed it, so that was fun. But yeah, we have a lot of pretty good show up of a fan base here, and also some of the fans got to hold the GMA sign up that you can see out there, which is pretty cool. So just a lot of support.
And this is coming as they're traveling to every single state in the country. Can you talk a little bit about why GMA is doing this and why they're here in Iowa?
Yeah, no, absolutely, Kristen. So again, this is for their 50 States in 50 Weeks America the Beautiful series, and this is all leading up to America's 250th anniversary on July 4th. And the cool thing about this, Kristen, is that they're going in order of when each state joined the United States. So Iowa joined was 29th state to join the U.S., so this is the 29th stop in their tour. And what are the odds that they land here in eastern Iowa, not just Iowa, but here in eastern Iowa? And so, again, they're talking to the Iowa Raptor Project. They're talking about the Okoboji Winter Games that just wrapped up. And so just what a neat opportunity, to see Eastern Iowa featured on, a national base.
Yeah, really awesome. And I know one of the things that was mentioned this morning was that bald eagle. I think they said they've had it since the 80s. Did you get to meet that bird?
Since the 80s. Okay, so unfortunately the bald eagle isn't here today, which I was so sad. I did ask, but Spirit is not here today. But let me step out of the way. Oh, there's one of the hawks right there. This is Hercules. So this is the hawk Hercules. And here is the other bird right here. These are the folks from the Iowa Raptor Project. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are live on Rise and 9 right now, our streaming newscast. And so tell us this. So this is Hercules, right?
This is Hercules.
What kind of bird is Hercules?
Hercules is a red-tailed hawk, and it's, as Katie mentioned earlier, it's like for the Hawkeye State, this is pretty much our hawk.
This is it right here. Yeah, absolutely. And hello, and who is this?
This is Shiloh the turkey vulture.
Wow. So we have a hawk and a turkey vulture. Super beautiful birds again. And what was your name, sir?
Dave Conrads.
And you?
Katie Ibsen.
Perfect. And you both are with the Iowa Raptor Project, of course. And we were also, I know Spirit is not here today,
Correct.
but that is a bald eagle that the Iowa Raptor Project has. And have you had Spirit since the 80s?
We have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So how old is he now?
Well, she.
She, Spirit.
That's a good question, but we celebrated her 40th last year, but she may be a little younger than that, but she's an old bird. She's kind of the matriarch of all of our raptors.
No, absolutely. And so what was it like seeing GMA and having the Iowa Raptor Project shown on a national base this morning?
It's pretty surreal. Yeah.
Now, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm so glad we have a platform for these birds to share their conservation stories with. That's what we do at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Bird preservation is such an important topic. Thank you both for spontaneously joining us on our stream. Of course. Well, there you go. That couldn't have been better timing. Both the beautiful birds back here from the Iowa Raptor Project, Kristen.
Yeah, that was so fun. A great catch there. And I wondered if Hercules, too, is maybe one of the hawks that we see fly over Kinnick on game day. That's always such a neat part of game day there.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. That is so cool. Yeah, that was so. It's so cool that they're here this morning. And bird preservation is such, an important thing, an important topic. So I'm glad we were able to showcase that this morning.
Yeah, that national exposure. And I know you mentioned not even just the Iowa Raptor Project, but also the Winter Games that just recently happened in Okoboji.
I know. Isn't that so cool? Honestly, I feel bad. I didn't even know that was happening. But yeah, the University of Okoboji. The Winter Games just wrapped up. I believe in the last week there was human foosball, there was curling, there was even motorcycle races, which is winter, so I'm not too sure how that works, but and that's what they're showcasing on GMA this morning as well.
So many great parts of Iowa. I know, as we both know, Charles, we're both from here. We're both from Cedar Rapids, but it's so cool to get to see our state on the national stage with something like this.
I know, and that's what I was, like I said earlier, Kristen, it's just, not only is it beautiful that they're showcasing Iowa, but the fact that it's Eastern Iowa, where GMA is this morning, is just so much cooler, and honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better assignment today.
I know, I was joking with you yesterday, Charles. We'll have to let everyone else know this. I was joking with Charles. I said, hey, you have an assignment tomorrow? He thought, oh, am I going to be out in the mobile weather lab? What's my assignment going to be? Oh, surprise, you get to go to GMA. How cool.
Surprise, surprise. And, I was originally going to fill in for Jackie, who has a well-deserved day off today. And it was so funny because you were being super vague about it, Kristen. And I was like, what am I doing tomorrow? And I was like, there's no weather coming other than the really cold weather. So I was like, it can't be a mobile weather lab. But then Adam, our news director, told me I was doing this in GMA. And I was like, it's jaw-dropping.
You literally had your jaw down. I thought that the news should come from our news director, Adam, so that's why I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be the one to tell you this, but I just wanted to let you know your day was going to look a little bit different, so that's why I was vague. But also, we kind of have a relationship. We're just always joking with each other, so, I thought that was just kind of fun.
Yeah. It was
Charles,
a very surprising reveal. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been such a fun morning. Is there anything else that you would like to share there from Hancher Auditorium?
Oh, no, nothing. You guys can, it's fine. No, everyone looks like all the Hawk fans are coming in from their shoot with GMA here now. But yeah, just a super fun experience, and so amazing to talk to Mary Bruce as well, and so amazing to see all the Hawk fans that showed up for GMA. But yeah, couldn't have asked for a better morning.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Charles, for that great coverage, and for photojournalist Sam, who's there with you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, Kristen. Thanks so much.
And thank you all for joining us this morning on Rise and 9. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.